What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I am your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. But I'm skipping you guys again because you know what? We got another amazing guest today. Eric Romo from Pros with Joes and Going for Two is here with us to play Pole Perception today. What is up, Eric?
What's going on, guys? I'm gearing up for a little Pole Perception. It's going to be fun.
I'm excited. Eric, just for the people that are not aware, do you want to tell us a little bit about Pros with Joes? It's such a cool event, and I was hoping you could maybe enlighten people that haven't heard of it before.
Yeah, so Pros with Joes is fantasy football for good. So basically, we pair up everyday players with their favorite fantasy expert or analyst. The way that they get paired off is by donating to that expert's charity. So we're raising a bunch of money for a lot of good causes. Last year, we raised a little under $10,000 and had 56 pros and Joes, 56 teams paired off. So definitely excited to ramp things up and see if we can do some more good here this season.
That's really cool. That's such a cool concept. Cool for the fans, cool for the pros. Sorry, I should have said Joes. What am I doing calling them fans? You got the name right there in the title, and I said good for the fans and good for the pros. Cool. Guys, if you have not already heard of it and you want to contribute or take part in that, Eric's got all the details on his Twitter at FantasyNav, but then also you can go to at Charity Pros Joes as well, and all the information is there.
Charity Pros Fans?
Charity Pros Fans is the secondary account. I believe it got banned, but just Charity Pros Joes.
It's our burner account. That's where we just troll people.
That's where you just talk shit, is from the Charity Pros Fans account. No correlation. No idea where that came from. Sully says, love it, Eric. Well done, man. Absolutely, completely.
There was a show like Spike TV, I think, called Pros versus Joes, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I forgot about that completely. It went out of my head.
It was like first generation reality TV, right?
Yes.
Once every 3 months, I remember like old school Spike TV, like something happens that just reminds me of something on there, and it was just absolutely ludicrous, just like insanity. Like Mansers is the one that always comes to mind. Do you guys remember Mansers?
Yeah.
I remember there was one, 1,000 ways. Yeah, that was a good one too. On Mansers, they had one that ruined my high school wrestling team, where they tested if you kicked someone in the gooch with 110 pounds of force, would it make them automatically shit their pants? The answer was yes. And so every single person on my wrestling team for the rest of the year was just running around trying to kick each other between the legs as hard as they could to make each other.
You get 110 pounds of pressure with a kick?
I highly doubt it, but I don't know. I don't know anything about kicking. That's like the strongest Spike TV memory I have. Craig says, may the 4th be with you, FYF fam. It is Star Wars Day. Thanks for reminding me, Craig.
Is everyone on your wrestling team now sterile?
Yeah, completely unrelated to that thing.
Simon can't speak for them, but
we were all already sterile before that, and so it was a risk-free game. The only thing you had to risk was your singlet. You might need a new one afterwards. Jay Wall said, "FY fangirl, excited to watch after." Jay, you're our favorite fangirl, Jay Wall. And Roto Heat Sully said, finally made it back to the family. We missed you, man. Glad to have you in here. And Jason, hit that thumbs up, Front Yard fam. I appreciate you saying that, Jay. I always forget. And while we're at it, while we're on this note, guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel at Front Yard Fantasy, go ahead and subscribe. It means a ton to us, and you can make sure you never miss another one of these shows again. What's up, Anthony? Welcome in. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Anthony had a lot of coffee today, so watch out. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. And what's up, Rick? Welcome in. Jordan said, I'm in the middle of an underdog Millie best ball draft. Have Saquon, Antonio Gibson, Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, Lamar Jackson, TJ Hawkinson, and Juju Smith-Schuster. That is one hell of a start to that best ball draft, man. Who are you drafting with? That's wild.
Good job.
Must
be like JL.
Yeah.
Simon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm
So
not
he
that
said, been way too long since we talked about
It
poop.
really has.
It's
It really
been
is unprecedented
at least a
amount of time.
And Anthony said, I've had way too much coffee today, so watch out. And Simon is already sterile with that Browns hat. Yeah, this is actually my shield. I'm too attractive, so the Browns hat is to keep all the girls away. My girlfriend makes me wear it. Yeah, or boys. Sorry. Yeah, it's just to keep everyone away from me. It's a shield.
me away.
Yep. So it's the only thing keeping Josh at bay is this Browns hat. So I got to wear it. Okay, guys, we are playing poll perception today. Eric, I'm going to explain the rules after this, but you are the guest, so you can choose where you want to go, first, second, or third in this game.
I'll go
Don't mess
third.
this up. Oh,
Third?
no, not third.
He's taking third. John Luke, for far too long, you got the scrap. So yet again, we're coming to you. Do you want to go first or second?
I want to go second.
Yes.
John Luke
Yes.
is going second. I mean,
No, I want to go
Josh
third. I want to go third. I want to go
Too
third.
bad Eric's
No,
going third.
Eric's going third. Get out of here, JL.
Blocked. Second. So Josh, you are going first. Rick said, well, the shit is deep in here today. Just wait, man. We're only 12 minutes in, really like 6 minutes in. So it's not even after 4 p.m. Eastern yet. That's usually when the poop talk comes out. And
After
Dave
4 p.m.
said
Eastern.
LFG. Let's flip and go, as I believe what that stands for. What's up, gentlemen? What's up, Dave?
What's up, Dave?
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you, man. Josh, you are going first, and I know you always forget the rules. And for everyone watching who has not played before, I'll explain it to you. I found 7 polls. All these came from Twitter. Sometimes we find them from other places. They can be trade polls, who would you rather polls, things NFL or fantasy related. I will propose a poll to you, Josh, and I will ask what percentage of the people chose side A in the poll that I present.
60.
You'll give me an answer like 60%. John, Luke, and Eric then have to guess over or under your guess, the actual percentage, whether it's over or under. Josh, you'll get points based on how close you are. JL and Eric, you'll get points for correctly predicting over or under. We will do 6 rounds like that, each of you going twice, guessing the number. And then in the 7th round, everyone will guess a percentage, and whoever's closest gets 5 points, unless you nail it right on the head, and you get 10. The person with the most points after 7 rounds is our poll perception champion for today. Josh is feeling cocky. Josh, you didn't talk any shit yet. Usually
I know. I remembered that. Eric, you ready to lose? I'll do it right now.
Born ready. Let's
Born
flip
ready
and
to
go.
lose. That's what I like to hear. Yes.
Roto Heat Sully says, let's go, Eric. Man, people love coming in cheering for the guest. You got a squad already. Sully's member number 1. We're all
How
villains.
come no one ever comes in rooting for me?
You get some highs.
No one loves me,
like,
guys.
hey, JL, isn't that enough?
That's not enough for me.
I love you, JL.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay, Josh, we're going to go ahead and start with the first poll.
I'm ready for it.
This is a dynasty poll. That's all the information they gave us.
Okay.
After all the dust settled from the NFL draft, who would you rather in dynasty? Side A, James Robinson. Side B, Zach Moss. What percentage of people chose the James Robinson side of this poll?
This poll.
I like this one.
Sucks.
How many
says,
James Robinson polls are we going to get?
Why does JL look
a lot of
different?
love there? I should probably get out of here.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Jay says, I hope Eric destroys you fools. Rick said he's cheering for you, JL. Sully said hi. He's not cheering for you, but giving you a little shout out.
What
And
up,
Anthony says you look different. You know what it is? He finished his final, so he's got this perma smirk on his face for at least a couple weeks, I think, or he's just giddy about being done with that.
Yes. Giving the finger to everybody.
Oh shoot! They found us out. They said it's a JL clone. It's a little off. Yeah, it is a
Real
little
JL's
off.
working actually downstairs. He's playing Spider-Man actually.
Okay, Josh, we stalled enough for you. What are you going with? What percentage of people chose the James Robinson side of this poll?
So I think people look. I love Travis Etienne. At this point, I'd rather have him in a dynasty league over James Robinson, right? No one really went to the Bills. That scares me. So, Zach Moss, a lot of people expected the Bills to get a running back, and Zach Moss, he doesn't have as much competition. Just him and Devin Singletary, but it didn't really help out too much last year, but I could see him get more of the workload. I'm having trouble with this one because I think all of Twitter's just going to be like, James Robinson, done, get him out of here. So they're not going to vote for him. But I think James Robinson's the more valuable asset still. I really do. So, like, it's like I'll say 63% chose James Robinson.
63% chose James Robinson.
I don't know.
John-Luke, are you taking the over or under 63%?
I'm taking the over. I still think James Robinson. I still think enough people are hopeful that James Robinson will. I mean, we never seen Zach Moss do anything close to what James Robinson has done. He's in a similar situation. Well, not quite as similar, but he's in a situation where neither of them really feels like they have much upside. So I'm gonna go over on this.
Over for James Robinson. Eric, you've been smirking this whole time. Are you going over or under on this one here?
Man, this is a locked in under for me.
Oh, really?
This is a Twitter poll.
You'd rather have Zach, huh?
Yeah, I mean, at least in terms of how people responded, right? Like, Twitter is made for overreaction, and the most recent thing that happened was a first-round running back was added to the Jaguars. So I think the James Robinson side is going to be well under.
No! Eric locking in with the under, saying Twitter is going to be pure reactionary. We got some guesses from the audience as well. Dave says 77.
Hey,
Anthony says 73.
I like that.
Sally says 58.
Rick
said 63.
Love that.
Jay said 65, and Jordan said 70. So these are all of the guesses.
Oh, man.
The
I didn't
actual
know I was
percentage.
making a contrarian play.
You and Sully are on the under. What's up, Kev? Bird up just in time for the first results. The actual percentage of people that chose James Robinson over Zach Moss in a dynasty league is 65%. Josh, you were 2 percentage points off, so you get 5 points. John-Luke, you correctly predicted the over barely, so you get 2.
Damn,
and Eric, I am so sorry, but you got stuck on the wrong side of this one. You get 0 points in the first round. So after one round, Josh, it's 5. Oh, and Jay freaking nailed it on the money. Jay
kills it every time he's in the chat.
Yeah. Yep. It's his specialty. Josh,
great
5.
guess, Josh.
Yeah, thank you. I feel great about that one. I'll be honest, Eric. Like, when you started talking, I was like, yeah, they're so freaking reactionary. Twitter's so reactionary, and so I kind of was siding with your side of things. I was like, it's probably going to be like 50%, isn't it?
Man, kudos to whoever ran that poll. They've got super level-headed followers, right? I think that's about the right percentage. But I figured there'd be a bit more overreaction in Twitter land.
Yeah. That poll had just 1,515 votes. So it was a decent sample size. I saw that one a couple days ago and was like, ooh, this is a fun one for poll perception. I'm going to save that. And Eric, to your point, whenever I did see it, James Robinson was at around 48%.
Wow.
Whenever I initially saw it like 3 days ago.
People are like kind of like thinking about it a little bit more.
But by today, it has leveled out to the James Robinson side. Jay said, boom, he nailed it. And Jordan said, Jay, you are my hero. Josh, are you wearing Kev's shirt?
No, I'm not.
Josh, be honest with us. Is that Kevin's shirt?
Is that Kevin? Give it back, Josh. Hashtag give it back, Josh.
I'm wearing a tank top underneath the shirt, and Kevin gave
that is Kevin's shirt.
But he does not know it.
Kevin has x-ray vision.
Jay said, next time I go on the show and play, I'll do awful. Absolutely. And Rick says it's still Zach Moss, though. He would prefer Zach Moss in that deal. And then Craig said, work call had me later after being early. So sorry. It's all good, Craig. We can forgive you this time.
We'll let you slide.
After one round, Josh, you were up 5-2-0. And John-Luke, we are on to your poll.
Let's go.
You'll see a theme in quite a few of these.
James Robinson.
No, but there is a lot of
draft
related, either rookies or changing values.
James Robinson would be horrible.
Yeah, nothing but James Robinson questions for 7 questions. JL, your question is, who is the QB2 after the NFL draft? Side A, Trey Lance. Side B, Justin Fields. Side C, Zach Wilson. What percentage of people chose side A, Trey Lance? And just to be clear, this is the rookie QB2, obviously, not just the QB2 overall.
That makes sense.
So you are guessing the Trey Lance side of this one. What's up, Brady? Welcome in.
What up, Brady?
Oh, and Rick said, don't put that out in the universe. I've never wanted Zach Moss.
I think he's saying the opposite.
Gotcha. He was saying it's still Zach Moss, though, even though it's the James Robinson side maybe had some water thrown on it. He was saying like it's still going up against Zach Moss. I hear you now. I read that wrong. Okay, John Luke, what percentage of people think Trey Lance is the QB2 after Trevor Lawrence since the NFL draft?
So I feel like Zach Wilson, you could take him out of this. He's probably going to get like 2% of this. So then we're dealing with Trey Lance and Justin Fields. I had a very difficult time. I was on the clock on one of my rookie drafts, and I had to pick.
I had the same decision, JL. Same decision.
When we were discussing it, Josh and I were
JL,
discussing it.
I almost traded for that pick from you.
You did. We were going back and forth on it. Yeah, I could not decide which one I wanted.
I think I saw those trade offers. I think we were discussing some of those good offers.
Some of them. In my rookie drafts, I've seen Justin Fields go first in both of them, and so I'm gonna go ahead and say that he's the main guy here. But I think it's semi close, and so let's see, between the two of them, we're probably dealing with like 40%. So I'm gonna go 40. I'm gonna go 41%.
41%. Sorry, is that what you said? I was confirming.
Yeah, 41%.
41% locked in for John Luke. Okay, Eric, are you taking over or under 41%? Think Trey Lance is the QB2 in this draft class?
Man, that's a sharp number.
41% was good.
Yeah,
I still don't know where I'm going.
That was a solid pin to put in the ground.
Yeah.
I'm thinking along a similar line. The only thing that has me deviating from that is I think Zach Wilson's going to get a little bit more love because he's got the job from day one. Not to mention he was the consolation prize that I drafted when my talks with JL fell through. So I'll take the under by a hair on 41%.
Eric taking the under. Josh, are you going with over or under JL's guess of 41%?
I'm kind of with Eric on this one. I think Zach Wilson will get a little bit more of a vote. It's actually kind of for different reasoning. He was the number 2 overall quarterback in the draft. You know, people are going to be scrolling through and they're going to be like, well, he was the number 2 quarterback drafted, so blah, 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 right? So I'll take the under, but I think you had a really good guess, and you're going to get points anyway, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. I would say Justin Fields probably won this poll.
Wait, so which one did you take? I forgot to hear that word.
I'm taking the under.
Under. That word just complete. I heard all your other words, and then for some reason that one blanked out of my memory. So JL is locked in at 41%. Eric and Josh in line, both taking the under. The actual percentage of people I will reveal after we go through the guesses from the audience. That is my bad. Sully said 69%.
Nice.
Wow.
Anthony said
Trey Lance
40.
Trey Lance number 2.
You would draft Trey Lance number 2? Man, I keep going back and forth and back and forth. Anthony said Trey Lance 44%. Jordan said 42%. Dave said 38%. Rick said 41.
Hey.
Rick is in lockstep with you guys so far today. He just said I'm 2 for 2 on guessing
Josh's
they pick. Yeah, he did it for Josh's as well. Jay said 37. Craig said 36. Okay, guys. The actual percentage of people that say Trey Lance is their QB2 is 44%.
Oh,
you were 3 percentage points off.
Did Trey Lance win this poll, or was he right about that?
Who was the one who got it exactly right this time? I think Anthony got it exactly right on the head, if I'm not mistaken. Anthony with Trey Lance, 44% nailed it. But John Luke, you get 5 points and you goose the other 2 with your guess. They both
Goose,
guessed under. The actual answer was a little bit over. So John Luke, that moves you up to
Good
7
guess,
total points. The score is now 7-5-0. But Eric has not had his turn yet.
What were
in
the
first
results
round.
of this poll?
So Zach Wilson got 6.6% of the vote.
It's higher than I thought.
Trey Lance got 44% exactly,
Yeah.
and Justin Fields got 49.4%.
Wow, that makes sense.
It's
makes
about
sense.
where I was thinking.
Yeah.
A little bit higher for Wilson, but
Yeah.
Rick said, "Talk about voodoo." Yeah, absolutely, Rick. You're in our heads or something. Let's see if you get it with Eric. Craig said, "Good job, Tony," and Tony nailed it. Anthony with the killer guess. Eric, we are
He's
on
always
to
got that
your.
coffee.
We are on to your turn. What did you say?
He's got that coffee. He's feeling it today.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what it is.
Yeah.
You just got to get that flowing through you. We are on to your poll, Eric. Again, this has to do with the theme that we've seen so far. So your question, this is a dynasty league. That's all the context we were given. Who would you rather have on your team? Side A, Dyami Brown. Side B, Amari Rogers. What percentage of people took side A in this poll?
Oh,
Man. I feel like this is probably filling a pretty niche or a pretty particular ask. I think Rodgers wins this, but probably pretty close. I'll say side A walks away with 46% of the vote.
46% of the vote. Locked in? Locked in. Josh, are you going over or under Eric's guess of 46%?
I think that people are just gonna. I mean, even with Amari Rogers leaving, I mean, maybe Aaron Rodgers possibly leaving. I think people are getting
Amari
psyched about
Rodgers
Amari
is
Rodgers
outta
being
here.
there. Yeah,
he's going
yeah,
to Denver.
yeah. He's leaving his college, right? I wasn't
is.
wrong.
He
Yeah,
is, he
that's
is.
what I was trying to say. No, I'm joking.
He probably has already left.
I'm gonna go with. Oh man, it's still a good. I'm gonna take the over here. I just think that people are getting excited about the Packers finally taking a receiver.
Josh taking the over. JL, what about
But
you?
I think it was a
Taking
good guess.
the over or the under?
God, this is a really good guess. I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna try and increase my lead against Josh here.
All right.
JL taking the under. So, Eric, you were locked in with 41%. Josh took the over. JL took the under. You split the room. So you guarantee at least one of them doesn't get points. We got some guesses in the chat. Dave said 49% side A. Anthony said 56%. Jay 33. Rick 43. Sully 48. And Craig
You
said,
sure you don't want to change your guess to 43, Eric? You know, Matt Ricky there. You know, we JL and I did. So you know,
Right?
Craig said, with the Aaron Rodgers news, I'd guess Dimey 52%. Push that up a little bit for him.
Shoot.
The actual percentage of people that would prefer Dimey Brown over Amari Rogers in a dynasty league is 41%. Eric, you're within 5 percentage points, so you get 5 points. What?
what was it?
41%.
What did he get?
46.
46.
Oh, okay, never mind. Gotcha.
Yeah, boy.
I think
there
you
was
said
no-
41 as you were like starting to announce it. You said he guessed 41. I might be wrong because you said I was like I thought he guessed 46, but never mind.
Maybe
We're
I
all
said
good.
it wrong. But
We'll go
Eric,
back.
you guessed 46%.
Check the
The
tape.
actual answer was 41%.
I've
So
done
you
that
get
before.
You get 5 percentage points, and who guessed over? Josh guessed over, so you get an additional 2 points. John Luke, you get nothing. Oh wait, it's the
No,
under.
it's the
My
other
brain
way.
is all backwards.
What's
I
wrong
probably
with
did mess it up, Josh. So
No,
that's 100%
it's all
on
good.
me.
It's all good. It's not like you're
JL, you get
It's
2
really
more
isn't.
points. Eric, you get 5 points for coming within 5. So the score after the first whole round, Josh has 5, JL has 9, Eric also has 5. All of you
Wow.
guys killed it with your guesses in the
We're
first
like
round.
within 3 or 4.
JL's perfect so far.
Everyone within 5 percentage points. Yeah, JL, you have almost the max points you could get unless you guessed it exactly right. But so this is a good game so far. Sometimes this is a final score. And we're already there after the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I was terrified I was going to get skunked after coming up blank on the first two.
We call that
You're
the
good, man. You're good. Yeah. Relax
we call
now.
that the JL special, and it usually comes with some sort of comeback in the second round. It's JL's favorite move. So JL, I think you might be in trouble today, starting
Anthony,
out with the lead.
I need some coffee. Get me some. Send it. Email me a coffee, please.
Email coffee.
Rick said a total of 7 off so far on all 3 polls. That is impressive, Rick. You are on fire today.
As good as you're doing, JL. I don't know. I think Rick's got you right now. So
It's not fair. He's guessing the percentages each time. I need to be guessing percentages.
Sorry. But Josh, it is your turn. You've got the next poll. Again, similar theme. Lots of polls. People were all hyped about the rookies, so we got lots of good rookie polls.
I don't know why they care about these rookies and their landing spots, but
this is a
whatever.
dynasty league again. All the context we were given. Side A, new Steelers running back Najee Harris. Side
He's
B,
pretty good.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Oh,
What percentage
no,
of people
no,
would
no,
prefer
no.
Najee Harris in a dynasty league?
Don't give me this one. I really don't like this one. I hate this one. I hate this one.
I am so glad that I picked second and not first, because Josh's polls have sucked poo butt.
I don't like this one. I'm gonna side with Clyde here. I'm gonna side with Clyde. I think actually, but I don't know. Twitter's gonna. It's so close. This is a close poll. I think this is, maybe a fair trade even. It just depends like what side you want more. I guess with the Twitter hype, rookie hype, Najee probably is getting pushed up Twitter a little bit. But Clyde,
okay?
honestly, I would draft Clyde Edwards-Helaire before Najee, but I feel like I'm going to actually side with Najee on this one. I'm going to go with 54% on the Najee side.
54% on the Najee side.
Yeah.
Using that the Eric logic from earlier about rookies to guide your decision. Taking notes.
Trying.
John Luke, are you taking
Thank
the
you,
over or under on Josh's guess of 54%?
Give me the over, baby. Give me the over.
John Luke confidently.
I was really hoping
over.
you were gonna go favor the CEH side.
I do favor the CEH side, but I don't know. I don't think the general public will.
General people.
The general people. Eric, what do you think the general people are voting on this one? Are you going over or under Josh's guess of 54%, taking the Najee Harris side of this poll?
It's a good pin. I think most people have Najee Harris right ahead of CEH in their dynasty rankings. So I think it'll be a narrow margin. Maybe not within 4 points though. So I'll say over by a hair.
Fair enough.
Eric saying over.
I like that you hesitated at least.
A hair. Your
That's
hesitation.
all you want, right? You just want to make the guesser sweat a bit.
Yeah, exactly. I like that it made you pause for a second, so maybe I'll get lucky here.
Dave said 56% side A. Anthony said 88% side A.
Oh my
Sully
God.
said 62.
Oh
Rick
my
said
God.
81.
Oh my
Hashtag
God.
rookie fever. And Tim said McKinnon to the Chiefs is fun. He has no more knees to injure. Did that just happen?
No,
I didn't hear
he
about
signed
that.
last Friday.
Oh,
gotcha.
yeah. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say, did something else just happen? And then Anthony said, yeah, rookies are off the charts right now. I prefer Najee over CEH though. So some of the guesses were way above what you guessed, Josh. But let's see what the actual percentages of people that would prefer Najee Harris over
55.
CEH.
No,
It
53.
is.
Sorry, you guys guessed over.
Yeah, and you guessed 54%. So Josh guessed 54%. Eric and JL took the over. The actual percentage is 64%. Josh, you are within 10 percentage points, so you get 3 points. That's pretty good. Right. And then Eric and John Luke, you guys each get 2 points for correctly predicting the over under. So Josh, you bring your score up to 8. JL, you are now up to 11, and Eric, you are up to 7 points after that one. The score is 7, Eric, 8, Josh, 11, John Luke. And John Luke, we are on to your
close game
next poll.
High scoring close game.
It is a high scoring close game. Everyone's killing it so far. JL, your poll is a dynasty 1 quarterback league. It's the first one with a qualifier. Side A is the 2021 103 plus the 110. So the 3rd pick and the 10th pick in a rookie draft. Side B is Christian McCaffrey plus Tyler Lockett. What percentage of people would take side A in this trade?
103 and the 110. CMC. Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett's pretty valuable.
1 QB league. Oh, God.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that none of these are worth Christian McCaffrey. Neither of those picks, I don't think. How much off am I? Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna go. Fudge.
Joe, you can wait till
Not
after
a
the stream.
percentage.
Just trying to think like what number is this gonna come in at?
Yeah, that is the game.
I know the side, but like how far is this gonna go?
Do you want to know how many votes?
Sure.
618. Does that affect your answer at all?
A little
Sampling
bit.
size. You got to take into account margin of error now.
All right, I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 23%.
23%. Eric, are you taking the over or under JL's guess of 23%?
Yeah,
You
I'm
should
definitely. I'm on the same side. I think that B wins by a pretty good margin. I'm trying to think in a 1 QB rookie draft who's going to be there at 3 and at 10, and I don't think they're going to add up to be anywhere close to CMC. I'll go with the under at 23%.
Eric locking in with the under. Josh, are you taking the over or under here?
Yeah, so what? Then the 103 is going to be like Najee, Chase, or Pitts, maybe, right? Those are my top three right now. So they're pretty valuable. They're nowhere near Christian McCaffrey. So 110 is not that great of a player, really. I mean, not that they're a bad player. It's like Rondale Moore or Rashad Bateman, good players, but we don't really know what they're going to be yet. Tyler Lockett's already something. Christian McCaffrey's already the number one running back, the number one overall pick in this league. I'm going to take the under here.
Josh also taking the under. Djibouti want to know this is the 3rd and 10th pick in the first round, right? That is correct. In the first round rookie draft, the 3rd and the 10th pick in a 1 QB league. Anthony was trying to get you to pick the over, Josh. Josh, over. People on Twitter are dumb. Over. And then he said,
That's so funny. That's so funny. I gave you some information. He's right. Some people could be dumb.
We had some guesses from the chat. Anthony said 38%. Sully said this one hurts my head, but then went with 31%. Rick said 0% just because this is dumb, then adjusted to 11%.
Rick's been dialed in.
And then Djibouti said 90%.
I like 11%.
Side B, so that would be 10%. Side A is what Djibouti's locking in.
I like
on.
that too. Let's make it 10 or 11.
JL locked in with 23%. The actual percentage of people that would take the 103 and the 110 over Christian McCaffrey and Lockett is 7%.
Yes!
John Luke, you were 16 percentage points off, which is exactly outside of the range where you score points. You got to be within 15 to get any points. So you get nothing. But Eric and Josh, you guys each get 2 points, closing the gap with JL. Josh, you move up to 10 points, 1 behind JL.
9, 10, 11?
To 9. Yeah, the score is now 9, 10, 11 after JL's turn. Oh, man, this is a good one. We've got some you guys have been killing it so far, except for JL right there. Everyone else has been on it. And then Anthony said, I need to have more faith in Twitter, I guess. You know what? The second you do that, a poll is going to come up about Mike Evans, and it's just going to destroy your soul. That's what happens when you start having faith in them.
Dale, I think that was a good guess, by the way. I really do. I probably would have put it somewhere right around there, like 20%-ish, just to give it like some leeway. But man.
Rick said, well, we know that 7% of Twitter needs to visit Roto Heat. Yeah, at least 7% needs to get over to Roto Heat, Rick. And Anthony, Mike Evans with the heart. I completely agree, man. I love Mike Evans.
No one freaking wants that guy. I have him in the league. I'm trying to trade. I'm rebuilding. You know, I that's the only reason I'm really trying to trade him. But it's hard.
People hate these old wide receivers, the ones that are 27. Like it seems like they hit 27 and everyone's like, I'm out. But you can get crazy value on those guys. But good luck trading them. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. Okay, Eric, we're on to your next poll. This is actually the last one before our final round. And Roto Heat's always said 100% of Twitter needs to visit Roto Heat. Yeah,
even
absolutely.
The non-fantasy Twitter.
Even the non-fantasy accounts. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Soccer Mom Twitter needs to visit Roto Heat.
MLM Twitter needs to visit Roto Heat.
I don't know what that is.
Absolutely.
Multi-level marketing.
It's the same thing as Soccer Mom Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. You're right. There's a big overlap between the two.
They sell all the beauty products.
Pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
I think Roto Heat will just need to like change their
name and essential oils.
Amway.
Amway's in there. They just need to change Roto Heat. Change your logo to the font that they use for like Live, Laugh, Love for one day, and you'll get all the soccer moms on there. And then you can change the font right on back, and then you're good to go.
Change it right on back.
All the people in there might be a little confused at first, but don't worry about that.
So he said, I am not Googling that. I don't know what you're not Googling, but probably good advice not to Google. Oh, yeah, MLM. You can Google that. It'll just come up with all these multi-level marketing companies. Just don't get sucked in, Sully. Don't do it.
Don't Google FYF.com. How many times do you have to tell you?
Jail, how many times are you going to say that on stream? We're not promoting that you're not supposed to go there. That is a website.
Really, like, they're not joking, people. Don't go to that website.
Please do not.
Yeah. Actually, and especially if you're at work, do not go to FYF.com. Our abbreviation does not work for our URL.
We do not own that domain, please.
And it very well could get you fired. You would likely get fired if
on where you work. Yes.
Unless you work at an adult video store, you're probably getting fired for pulling up that website.
If you work anywhere with kids, please heed our warning.
Ooh. What's up, Sean? Ooh. Here we go. He said, I'm so freaking lost on who to take at the 102 in this weekend's rookie draft. All offseason, I've been leaning Fields, but now I don't know. Definitely need a QB. Wilson, Lance, Fields, help. We were talking about this.
We're here to not help you.
Yeah.
Sean, earlier, Josh said he took Trey Lance.
I took Fields.
I think Fields seems to be consensus at this point, but the 49ers freaking took Lance with the 3rd overall pick. They traded up to get this guy, and it's such a better situation Lance is in. It's such a better situation. I would go Lance, but it was tough for me even taking Lance there. So I had a debate. Fields, Lance. I went with my heart.
Eric, where do you lean on this one?
Yeah, I was going Fields if I got that 103.
I was going to ask you, which one were you going to go?
I think really the tiebreaker is just kind of like the texture of your team, right? Like if you need a quarterback to plug in and contribute immediately, like I did, I only had Lamar Jackson in that league. Then I would definitely look at Fields. If you've got a little bit of depth, you've got kind of a bridge quarterback that you can buy some time with. I think Lance is a slightly better prospect.
I think that's a great point because I went Lance because I also had Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen in that same league. So I felt like Lance really had that high upside that I'm shooting for, especially having those two starters already.
And on that note, Anthony said, take Lance, Sean, get that upside, baby. And Sean, I don't know which one I'm taking first. I keep going back and forth, and I don't have any pick that's going to land me either of those guys. So I haven't worried about it too much.
So good. You're so good, Simon. You don't have to worry about draft. Whatever, bro. And
if you got the 101, you're not picking either of them either.
No, you're not. I'm messing around with you.
I also didn't have any rookie picks in that most recent rookie draft we did. Just didn't draft any.
I don't think you're in any Superflex dynasties that didn't just start up, right?
Yeah, I mean, all of my Superflex dynasties are startups. But yeah, I agree with what you guys are saying. I think if you put a gun to my head to make me choose, I would choose Fields just because I liked him better in the pre-draft process and I'm fine with his landing spot. But I have it's so close in my head, like to the point where I would be sitting there stressing about it on that pick. It's a tough one.
I'm so close that like, since all three of you are going Fields, I'm like literally willing to say Fields just like for Sean's sake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Rick said,
but I picked Lance when
he's the 7% that took Wilson.
Yeah, Rick said Wilson as his number
Don't put
2.
me on that.
T-Law, Wilson, Fields, Lance. He's got Wilson as his
Wow.
number 2.
Wow.
Yeah, I get that. He's going to start week 1. Like, so if that's the most important thing
On the
to you,
Jets.
you are definitely getting a week 1 starter. It is on the Jets for sure. But yeah, I guess if you value that, that definitely helps.
Quarterbacks are also close.
But he said 2 through 4 are so close. Yep. Seriously, the QBs are so close. Absolutely. I view 2 and 3 real close. Fields and Lance. Wilson's a little bit further behind for me, but still pretty close. Okay, Eric, now that we got that out of the way, answered Sean's question kind of a little bit, not really, ran all over the place with it. We are on to your last poll before the final round. This is a Dynasty 12-team Superflex tight end premium league that this question is about. We got all the qualifiers on this one. Dynasty 12-team Superflex tight end premium. Side A is T. Higgins. Side B is the 2021 109. What percentage of people are taking T. Higgins in this trade?
Oh, no.
I feel like I've had the 2 more obscure polls.
I'm so sorry.
So Dynasty,
We need a check. Are they cheating? Simon's cheating? I think Simon's cheating.
Simon's cheating.
I put the polls in order before we start.
I know.
At 109, all 5 quarterbacks are going to be off the board. Pitts is going to be off the board. I'm a big T. Higgins fan. I think overall with Chase, his stock took a hit. And those first round picks, they carry such a premium, specifically in the Superflex setting. I'm going to say that 38% of the respondents went with the T. Higgins side.
38% locked in. Josh, are you taking over or under 38%?
Like you said, Eric, I'm a pretty big T. Higgins fan myself. Maybe not as much as my 2 co-hosts here, JL and Simon. They're really big fans. But I love T. Higgins. But Jamar Chase did absolutely hurt him a lot. But the guys we're getting at the 109, that's looking like Jalen Waddle, which awesome. Travis Etienne kind of pick. Maybe if you get lucky, maybe it's like Mac falls there at quarterback. Maybe Devonta Smith. So I think T. Higgins is above that. I don't know if Twitter's going to go that way, but I'm taking the over here.
Josh taking the over. John Luke, are you taking over or under 38%?
Yeah, give me the over. I think Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is definitely hurts T. Higgins' value. I don't think it's as much as everyone says. Personally, I think he'll be fine. And I would certainly rather have him over the 109 by far. So I'm going to take the over here.
Chaser Higgins, jail. Go.
No.
I know it's so tough. I can't. I'm trying to make you decide for me. I can't decide myself. So.
If we're being honest, I looked for a poll that said exactly that, so I could include it in here, but I couldn't find it.
We talked about it yesterday. I still don't know. I think they're in a similar place. I probably would take Higgins. Oh God, it sucks. I don't know. There's definitely rookie bias in there. There's Clemson bias. It's all mixed in. I can't tell it apart.
I think I lean Chase.
I don't blame you.
So what you said, JL, is kind of where my mind was going. I didn't realize that we just had like a T. Higgins fanboy club in today's episode.
Yeah, you kind of do.
You said in your answer, you don't think it's going to hurt him as much as everyone's saying, right? And I feel like a lot of people are going to be a bit reactionary to Chase getting drafted. Or maybe I'm about to get dusted. So where'd we land?
Yeah.
Okay, the actual percentage of people that would prefer T. Higgins over the 109 in a Dynasty 12-team Superflex tight end premium league is going to be revealed after we look at the guesses and answers. Ricky Buck said 67%. Sully said 63%. Anthony said 59%.
They're all around the same area.
They are. The actual percentage is 78%.
Wow.
You're off by 40 percentage points. People still love T. Higgins. Josh and John Luke, you each get 2 additional points. I'm sorry, Eric, but you're just outside of the range to score there.
Wow.
So, JL, you move up to 13. Josh 12, Eric 9, but everyone's within 5 points.
Let's call the game here. We'll move on.
No. Whoever wins the last round is the winner of today's game.
Yeah,
it comes down to that. Just awesome. Whoever's closest on this last question wins poll perception for the day. Before we do that, though, Stephen P had a question for us. Do you feel that Lance is going to be comparable to Hurts and the end of last season, but better?
He'll start before Hurts got the opportunity to start in my mind.
I think he's more asking like from Hurts like performance. Like, do you think Trey Lance will perform similarly to Lance did at the end of last year?
No, he has better weapons, better offensive line, better coaching, better draft capital. Like, everything is better about his situation compared to Jalen Hurts. I expect him to have a better year than Jalen Hurts.
I don't know that he starts. I'm not super confident.
I think.
At this point that he starts. Once he does, I think I completely agree with Josh.
Yeah, I'm in the same field. You guys said it perfectly. I'm not positive that he gets to start week 1, but it'll happen before the season's over. And I expect him to be better than Hurts once he does get to start.
Yeah.
Eric, what about you?
Yeah, I'm right there along those lines, right? I think we probably see a similar number of games as we did with Hurts last year. I don't think we're going to see them have to sort of curtail the offense the way they did in Philadelphia. So once he gets out there, I think that he's going to have a bit more of a wide open offense and put up a bit more productivity on the field.
Yeah,
completely agree. And Sully says, call me crazy. I think Lance starts week 1. It's definitely in the realm of possibilities.
I would put 50-50 in my mind. I think it's a really good chance. And I think there's a much better chance that he starts pretty early in the season then. But that's just me.
Yeah. I agree. If I was a betting man, I would definitely say over on the number of games started compared to Hurts. Without a doubt, over.
Oh yeah, I would say over half the season if I was a betting man, and I am. So give me
that one. That poll was a bit tricky, Eric. I am sorry, but it was a good one. I'm surprised. I was surprised at the results of that one. I thought for sure people were going to react a bit more and take that 109 over Higgins, but I guess Twitter loves T. Higgins like we do. So everything's all good in the world. We can forgive that. We are on to our last poll. Eric, it is tradition. I always forget to ask our guests if they have pen and paper available. Do you have pen and paper readily available? If not, then you can just go first in announcing your guess after we're done.
It's tradition.
JL and Josh, write yours down so you can't change it after Eric's guess.
Obviously.
Gotcha. Just making sure. So the final
I would never want to do that.
The final poll for you guys.
It sounds sarcastic. It sounded like I wanted to do that. I wouldn't do that.
Sure, you
in
wouldn't.
a dynasty startup, that is all the context given. So it just says dynasty startup. Who are you drafting first? Alvin Kamara or Saquon Barkley? What percentage of people chose side A, Alvin Kamara, in this poll? Josh and John Luke, write your answers down. Eric, get your answer ready. You can either put it on your phone or just put it in your noggin, and we'll come to you first to reveal it.
I found a piece of cardboard to write on.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm using my blood. Blood and cardboard is the new pen and paper.
Oh, man.
Cool. I will give you guys 30 seconds to come up with your responses for this one. I thought this one was fun because it feels like after CMC, there's like 4 or 5 guys that are all in argument to be the second guy taken. And it's a bit different from person to person. Anthony said, I don't know how to make that face. Okay. How are you guys doing? Josh, you got yours? You look like you're done.
I wrote mine down. I don't know if I feel good about it.
Steven's asking PPR. We do not know. All the context in the poll that we were given was dynasty startup. That is all the context that the people voting had, and that's all the context we've got to go off of.
Change mine, but I'm gonna stay with it. Staying with it.
I'm locked
John
in.
Luke, Eric's locked in. Josh is locked in. John Luke, are you locked in?
Let's do this.
Okay, Eric, we are coming to you first since you are currently in third. What is your guess?
So the format question, I think, is key. I feel like if this was PPR, they would have designated that. So I'm going to say that 46% of people said they would take Alvin Kamara.
Oh, no.
46% Alvin Kamara. Josh, what is your guess?
I went a bit lower. I think it's because I'm just a big Saquon Barkley fan, and I think he should be a top dynasty pick. But I said 27.
Josh coming in with 27%, and John Luke.
Actually,
I
wrote,
had
wrote it on
35.
the other side. Yeah. So I did 39%. But I
30
erased it. I wrote it. So 39% is the right side.
Okay, 39%. Eric locked in with 46, Josh with 27, and JL with 39%. Rick said 38%. Steven said he's a
Ooh.
Saints fan, so 100%. And Anthony said 36%. All around that range, except for the 100% from Steven. You guys ready for the final answer?
No, 27% is great. It's perfect.
Josh?
Yes.
It was indeed perfect. The answer is 27%.
No
You
way.
get 10
No way.
points and you win the game. What? You nailed it right on the head. 27% of people would choose Alvin Kamara. Saquon Barkley got 73% of the vote. Josh, it was close all game, but with that final 10 points, you pull ahead with a final score of 22.
I haven't got one right on the money in like a year.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. Let's go. 27%, boys. That's my lucky number, by the way. It's my lucky number. That's why I went with it, really.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Josh, congratulations. You won today's game. Eric and John Luke, this one went straight to the last round. This was an awesome matchup. Everyone killed it today. Had some great guesses. That first round was the best round we've ever played to this, I think, where every single person was within 5 percentage points on their poll.
The last month of poll perception games have been fantastic.
People are getting better. People are getting better. Maybe we're just getting better guests and they're elevating our level.
Maybe that's it.
Eric, some of our early games when we would play, we'd have final scores of like 5-2. Like that would be the end score. Like nobody would score points anytime the whole game. But this was a close game. Congratulations, Josh, and good job, JL and Eric. Close game for everybody. Anthony said 22. Wow. And Rick said, this is bull crud. I wanted JL to win. And then Sully said, stop. Sully said, stop rigging this damn game. LOL. If I was rigging it, you think I would rig it for Josh? Come on. Come on.
Rick said, or Eric, but not Jeff.
Let's go.
Jeff strikes again. Are you going to take over as the villain of the show?
I'm down, man. Let's go.
JL, you've been usurped. You are no longer the villain.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it too.
And Steven says 5 years down the road when Kamara's still putting up numbers and Barkley is injury prone, people are going to change their tune. We'll see. Those two are actually very close for me. I think they are my 2 and 3 in Dynasty with Cook at 4, or JT at 4. I'm still
down on Kamara. It's absurd.
I wrote it down and I was questioning my right answer. So
I am firmly in the Saquon camp. And,
yeah, me too.
But I still think it should not be 27%. They're so close.
Yeah. Well,
I thought the injury concerns were going to make it a bit closer than it was.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should have been closer.
They're in the same tier, but I would always take Saquon above Kamara. So maybe that says something. I don't know.
Maybe it does.
Anthony said, y'all actually finished under an hour. What in the world?
Amazing.
We've been practicing, Anthony. We got this down to an art. The polls were
a tight ship around here.
Yeah.
That is the only time that's ever been said about us.
Yeah.
Actually, though.
Oh, tight ship. Yeah, we don't run a tight ship over here either. Roto Heat Sully says, great show as always. Thanks, gentlemen. Guys, as a reminder, if you do not already follow Eric on Twitter, make sure you go follow Eric at Fantasy Nav and go follow at Charity Pros Joe's as well and get in that fun that is that tournament. You don't want to miss out. And follow at Charity Pros Fans for some good trolling over there from the burner account for those guys.
I'm literally going to set that up when we get off here.
Just use it to solely troll our tweets every single time. You're just out here trolling us. Eric, anything else you want to say before we jump off?
Man, this was a blast, Josh. Way to thread the needle at the end.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm just glad I didn't get skunked. So looking forward
great,
to
man.
that rematch.
Absolutely. We'll have to have you back on to redeem yourself.
We should do like Pong rules. Like if you get skunked, you have to do the naked mile.
And it'll be funny until we get kicked off of every streaming platform. And whoever we make run the naked mile gets like arrested and put on like the sex offender list.
We get sued for harassment.
Do it for the Vine. Am I right? Well, everything will be fine and we'll be good. Josh, anything else you want to say?
Trading makes fantasy fun.
Josh, we got some feedback for you. Still not wearing the plaid right, man. Only top button, bandana with a white t-shirt underneath. That is how you wear the plaid. Next time, make sure you get it
The
right.
bandana is really the thing that's throwing me. I don't know if I could pull off a bandana.
You couldn't. I'm gonna save you some time. You couldn't.
Maybe one day. Yeah, next October-ish. Late October.
Late October, October 31st.
Yeah.
You're being a pirate for Halloween next year?
Arrgh.
Michael Scott.
Butt pirate.
Okay, guys. Eric, thank you so much again for coming on. We really appreciated it. This was an awesome game, and we'll have to have you back on sometime to come play again.
Seriously.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, guys, that is it for us today. We are out of here. We'll be back tomorrow with Scott Simpson playing Fantasy Horse. Jordan Vanek has helped us come up with some killer questions for tomorrow's game. So we've already got some set up. Yep, I got them from him today. So we've got some awesome questions for the game tomorrow. That man knows how to find some cool stats.
Yes, he does.
He's good at what he does. So tune in for that. And make sure you guys, again, go follow Eric on Twitter at FantasyNav and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Front Yard Fantasy. Then you can make sure you don't miss any of these other shows. If you missed the day, then you're already missing out. That should be enough to make you want to subscribe. Steven says, have a good day, guys. We will do our best. Adios, everyone. We're out of here.
Love you guys.